U.S. President Donald Trump hails a historic dawn of a new Middle East in his address at the Isareli Knesset as a ceasefire takes effect in Gaza. The speech that ran over an hour mostly praised several members of his administration and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for ending the war. The president also expressed readiness to strike a peace deal with Iran whenever Tehran is ready, adding that it will be the best decision Iran has ever made. Trump is the first U.S. president to address the Knesset since George W. Bush during Israel's 60th anniversary celebration in 2008. Earlier, as he arrived in Parliament, Trump reportedly told journalists that Hamas will comply with a plan to disarm. He previously indicated that Hamas surrendering its weapons will be addressed in the second phase of the peace plan, although the group has publicly rejected the idea. Trump is scheduled to head to Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, after leaving Israel to take part in a signing ceremony for the first phase of his plan for Gaza. World leaders, including Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, will attend. Netanyahu was also invited by Trump but declined due to the timing's proximity to the beginning of a Jewish holiday.
You are committed to this peace. I am committed to this peace. And together, Mr. President.
Dozens of buses carrying freed Palestinian detainees arrived in Gaza and the West Bank following Hamas's release of all 20 remaining Israeli hostages under the U.S.-brokered ceasefire deal. Just an hour ago, Israeli authorities finished freeing all 1,968 Palestinian prisoners as part of the exchange agreement. Israel's military said the final living 13 Israeli hostages were handed over to the International Committee of the Red Cross earlier in the day, following the release of a first group of 7. In Israel, crowds gathered near the Reim military base and in Tel Aviv's Hostages Square, waving flags and cheering as the returned hostages arrived. The deal represents the biggest breakthrough since the 2-year war, which killed more than 67,000 Palestinians, leaving most of the territory in ruins and almost all of its 2.2 million people homeless. The focus now shifts to Egypt, where Trump and regional leaders are expected to discuss Gaza's post-war governance, humanitarian access, and long-term security arrangements.
Your view, is the war between Israel and Hamas over?
The war is over. The war is over, okay? Do you understand that?
Mr. President, is the ceasefire going to hold? Are you confident the ceasefire will hold?
Say it.
Are you confident that the ceasefire is going to hold?
I think so. I think it's going to hold. I think people are... a lot of reasons why it's going to hold. But I think people are tired of it. It's been centuries, okay? Not just recent, it's been centuries. I think people are tired of it. Yeah, the ceasefire is going to hold, and it holds.
Mr. President, how soon will that new governing body be in place?
Very quickly, and everybody wants to be a part of it. You're talking about the Board of Peace?
Right. Tony Blair, yourself.
Everybody wants to be a part of it. I've had calls from all of the leaders of countries. They all want to be a part. I mean, the leaders themselves, they're not going to send somebody. They want to be a part of it. And I like Tony. I've always liked Tony, but I want to find out that he's an acceptable choice to everybody.